Hello, everybody. Even though there ain't nobody here, this is Bronco Juggalo, and I decided I'm going to talk for just a few minutes. I don't know, maybe up to an hour. Maybe. We shall see. I just decided to go live just because the urge hit me to do so. I really have nothing in particular to talk about. I got a package from Jason today, which I will try to put up the video for in the morning or sometime tomorrow. Hello, Tim, Jen, and Vincent and/or Becky. I want to wish Joe a happy birthday. His birthday starts, well, in his time, it's already here. My time in an hour and 2 minutes. I want to send a shout out to Jen Tochi for being awesome, for being a trooper, and just for being a good soul. I let's see. I'm stoked my Broncos won. And I want more people to go and watch my fucking multi-pack mania, damn it. It's only got like 26 views. What the fuck? Just for a sneak peek for all of you that are watching now. I review Murder Cycle. Fun little sci-fi horror. Even though I don't think it's really horror, it's a sci-fi film. Hello, David. I really, like I said, had no reason for this live stream. I just watched a hell of a game between the Raiders and um, the Ravens. Hell of a game. I've got Jimmy Kimmel on right now, and his guest is, I think, that chick from Sex and the City, I think. Or not Sex and the City. The one that's in Bruce Almighty with fucking Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jennifer Aniston. Friends, not Sex and the City, Friends. And she made a painting for him, and now his wife came in, stole it, and is giving the painting away on the street to some hot blonde chick. Let's see. I want to talk about feeling the room. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about feeling the room. The Raiders did in one of the most freaky, intense, weirdest fucking overtimes I've ever seen in my life. It was downright crazy. Even if you're not a football fan, watch that shit. You're gonna be like, going like, what the fuck? Anyways, I want to talk about stream feeling the room. Okay. Now, I know that sounds weird, but and I'm not talking about anything in particular, but there's this thing when you're in a group of people where you need to quote unquote feel the room. What that means is feel the atmosphere of the room. It means kind of look around you, use your fucking senses and your, the gifts that God gives you of observation, determination. And I don't mean determination as like, yeah, go get it. I mean like determining things, determining factors, making judgments. You know, before you bring up a topic or topics that make people fucking uncomfortable. Now, I will be the first to admit that I have said on multiple occasions on my streams, I will talk about whatever the fuck I want. And if you get upset, tough. That's pretty much me. That's kind of the truth. But I don't go out of my way to make people uncomfortable on purpose. Not my friends that are on the stream with me, especially. And not even the people in my chats. Now, there are times where people in my chats have gotten on my nerves. And, because they'll sit there and purport their opinion to the point of just being annoying, or they will, try to tell me how wrong you are to have the opinion you have when it's like, okay, so everybody else can have an opinion but me. It's my, especially when it's my fucking stream. But, anyways, it's beside the point. I don't go out of my way to make my friends upset. I don't go out of my way to make my friends uncomfortable. And when you're on a stream with people, you really need to feel the room. Don't bring up shit that pisses people off. Don't bring up shit that's going to make them upset. Even if you have good intentions, if you know it's going to make them upset or it's going to bring up bad feelings, keep your fucking mouth shut. If you do want to talk to them about it, you really feel the need to, talk to them about it in private. Because it's a whole different level between talking to somebody in public and talking to somebody in private. There's lots of things that when Jason, Joe, Dave, and I are talking, that goes into our private chats or it goes into our messenger while we're talking to everybody else, because we know that the subject or what we're going to say is purposely going to upset people. And when we talk about subjects, even controversial subjects, we're not doing it to make people uncomfortable. We're doing it to try to have an intellectual and intelligent conversation, usually. Sometimes we're just trying to be funny. Or we're drunk, like me. I get drunk sometimes. But you know what? I'm sorry. I'm allowed to get drunk. I've earned the fucking right to release every once in a while. John, I really appreciate it, bud. Thank you, man. Have a good night. Really appreciate it, bro. I wanted to finish my point before I address the super chat. Sorry. There is. Okay, Rick just showed up. Case in point. We're talking about movies. We're just bullshitting. Rick tells me that Halloween sucks, and I tell Rick he's a fucking moron. We're not being serious. I'm fucking with him. Yes, he doesn't like the original Halloween, but when he's sitting there saying it sucks, he's just poking fun at me. He's not doing it to really piss me off. And it doesn't piss me off because I know what he's doing and we're friends and he can do that. But if I come on a video and I say, hey guys, tonight I really don't want to talk about my brother's death. Tonight I really don't want to, I really don't want to discuss that, okay? It's not going to be behind me, and it's not behind me, by the way, just so anybody knows. But I just don't want to talk about it. I've got family members reaching out to me. Oh, Brad, if you're here to talk, you want to talk, and I haven't talked to them, and it's nothing against them. I just don't want to talk about it. I really don't. Right now, I just don't want to fucking talk about it. So, and this is just an example. If Rick, after I had said that, just kept going on and on about my brother or about my brother's death, then yeah, that would piss me off because he hadn't read the room or he hadn't listened to what I said and respected it. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. I know I'm not saying Rick has done that or would do that. I'm using Rick as the example because that's where I started the analogy. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. These are the kind of things you need to watch out for. When you have people on your streams, I don't care if it's a group stream. I don't care if they're your guest. I don't care if everybody's equal on the streams. Read the room. I hope Jason will forgive me for saying this. I don't know. I'll talk to him about it later, and I'm sure he'll forgive me, but I'm going to bring this up. Jason has had some things happen to him this past year. One of which was the loss of his baby, his his absolute best friend in Frankie. He loved that dog so much. It was like his child. He loved it. And I know people bring it up with the intentions of their sympathies and all that, but honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, it bugs him. He doesn't want it brought up. And he's not the type of guy that's going to tell you that, honestly. And I hope he'll forgive me for telling you. But sometimes, he'll say things like, yeah, this happened and we're just trying to get through it. That right there should register in people's brains. Maybe people aren't as smart as I give them credit to be, but that's like a fucking code saying, stop talking about it. Leave me alone about it. And people don't. And it bugs him. I know it bugs him because he tells me it bugs him. Okay, those are just examples I'm giving. I'm not saying anybody here has done that. I'm not saying anybody, is doing anything wrong. I'm just saying have some respect. Have some, have more awareness for what's going on in the people's lives that you are doing things with. Okay? If they want to talk about it, they will talk about it. If they don't want to talk about it, they won't talk about it. And if you want to talk about it with them, or you think you need to talk about it with them, because sometimes we do. Sometimes we need to talk to our friends. Sometimes we need to get our friends to talk. But it doesn't need to be in public usually. Okay? Now, there has been times where I've been right and wrong on this. And looking back in hindsight, I think I honestly don't know. There was a situation quite a while back that happened between myself and somebody that used to be on the Super Slash Brothers with us all the time. And it was a bad situation, and I got pissed off, and I wanted his fucking attention, and I got his attention by calling him out in public. And at the time, I felt, and I still feel like it was the only way to get his attention and to do it. And it worked. And then shit happened again, and now we're no longer friends. Which now, about a year or so later, I am regretful of, honestly. Maybe we would still be friends, maybe we wouldn't, I don't know. But it sucks that it came to that. It sucks that two people that at least I thought liked each other. I liked him. I think he liked me. I don't know. And no, I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about, we had respect and we were cool, and there was a friendship starting to grow there, and it just totally got bombed. And that sucks because friends are an important thing in life, guys. They really are. Some people want to go through life alone thinking they don't need anybody. It doesn't work that way. You can be alone all you want and think you're the toughest, baddest motherfucker, or you're so strong you don't need anybody else to help you. We all need somebody to help us once in a while. Believe me, I know. And maybe I should have been a little more sensitive, to that other person's, what they were trying to say, Maybe I should have been. But that's my regrets, you know what I'm saying? On the other hand, if you have certain tendencies and you have certain tendencies, and you use those tendencies to try to manipulate situations and people, and you do it on purpose, then yeah, I'm going to call you out on it. Sorry, but I'm going to. Oh, let's see. Read the room. That's all I'm saying. Read the room. There's so much in this so-called horror community that people just don't see behind the scenes. It really is becoming like high school. I will have people that are friends with each other, that are on the same streams with each other, fucking hitting me up and talking shit about one another. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. It's not my business. I have friends that don't get along, and that really sucks because they're people I truly care about. But that's their business. That's between them. It has nothing to do with me. As long as they don't involve me or ask me to choose sides, it's one thing. Or as long as neither of them steps over the line and does something that I deem is wrong. And so far, that hasn't happened. Both people have just kind of gone their separate ways, or all the people that are like this, I'm saying, and it's been civil, and that's fine. And that's the way things should be. That's exactly it, Dave. We talked about this the other day. I love to give my friends shit. I love to tease them. I'm an asshole. I love being a jerk to them, but they know I'm doing it in fun, and that's what makes it fun. You know, me and Joe will have shouting matches about movies and stuff, but at the end of it, as soon as we're off the screen or whatever, we're like, dude, that was fun. And we're like, yeah, and that's just how we are. You know what I'm saying? Bringing in personal matters is not uncalled for if that's what you guys do. Like the Slash Bros and I, we bring in personal stuff. We bring in other topics besides movies. We bring in all kinds of things because that's what we want to do. We want to talk about what we want to talk about. But sometimes we, as I just said, read the room. If I know that talking about something is going to legitimately upset Jason or Joe or Dave, I'm not going to talk about it, at least not on the public stream. I'll bring it up to them in private if I feel the need. You know, there are some things that we just don't talk about. In public, at least. And at the same time, there are some things we do talk about. You know? You know, everybody's been having a rough time lately with all the bullshit going on in the world. And that hasn't, you know, that's extended to me. It's definitely extended to Joe. You know, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what we talked about on the streams that much. I'm pretty sure he's brought it up and said it himself. But I'm not going to go into it again because I don't know exactly what it is. I shouldn't say right now. But it's affected Joe in a huge way. It's affected me in a slightly personal way. My daughter tested positive for COVID last week. Okay, she was sick for like 3 days. She's totally fine now. None of the rest of us have caught it, which is lucky. We're very lucky. My wife and I are both vaccinated. That's, again, here we go. Here's the topic. I do support the vaccine. I also support people's right to choose. You know, that's the kind of thing we're talking about. You can have an opinion and you can voice your opinion without being a jerk about it. Now, when we're fucking around, yeah, sure. One thing I will say also that really bothers me is when you're in somebody's stream or on somebody's videos, especially this, even if you're a friend, don't tell them what they should or should not talk about on their videos or their streams. And no, David, I'm not talking about what you just put. I'm actually talking about a specific incident that happened last week. And it came from somebody who I love to death. And, you know, it's like, no, I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want. It's my stream. It's my channel. I can do that. You know, I can do that. That's what it's there for. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. You can unsub. I've got 1,135 subs, I think. I can afford to lose a couple. It won't bother me that much. It really won't. That's not the point, though. I don't want to lose subs. It's not going to bother me if I do, but I don't want to. I really don't want to piss off my friends. But who gives anybody else the right to say what they can and cannot put on their channel? You know, there's a person on YouTube, a person who recently just like deleted all his shit and all that I used to be kind of cool with, and I have no animosity towards this person. And I'm not going to bring up their name and talk bad shit about them. But they put out I don't remember what it was, Facebook. And this is before I even started using Facebook to promote my channel. Once again, by the way, I am not on Facebook. I do not personally use Facebook. It is only to promote the channel. I will accept all friend requests. If I do not respond to you when you messenger me, it's because I don't know you. And I will not respond because I don't want to talk about to people I don't know. Messenger is for my friends and family. Facebook is to promote the channel. That is all. Promote the channel, promote the Patreon, promote the shirts, promote my merch line. By the way, go and buy a shirt. Where the fuck was I? Oh, no, yes. Nobody has the right to tell anybody else what to put on their channel. This person put up a post saying something like, don't put your stupid music, and they were talking about me, they were just saying in general, on your videos. I don't want to hear your music when I'm watching a video. Well, it's not your fucking video. If people want to put music on their videos, it's up to them. It's their videos. They can do what they want. I don't tell anybody what they can and cannot put on their videos. One time I worded what I called advice. And I worded it like this on purpose. I said, when it comes to people like me, meaning this is my opinion, and it may be shared by other people with the same attitude or the same thought capacity, thought persuasion. If your intro is more than 30 seconds long, 90% of the time I've already lost interest in your video. And I'm probably not going to watch it all. The only reason I said that is that's my opinion. I didn't say you can't have an intro longer than that. I didn't say don't put an intro longer than that. Do whatever the fuck you want. It's your channel. I just said videos like that lose my interest. That's all I was talking about. You know, and if you're my friend, I'm going to sit through the fucking intro or fast forward through it, which is what I do with quite a few of my friends' intros, because I've seen them all a million times and they're long and I don't want to keep watching them. And I just get to where they're talking and then I go from there. You know, so one other thing I wanted to say as well. I'm not going to say what it was because it brings up a bunch of drama I don't even want to get into again. I have never, ever told anybody what they can and cannot do on their channel. I have never told anybody or given them shit about doing it. I've had conversations, personal conversations, with people that have gotten leaked out, and other people have taken those conversations to mean I was talking about them when I was not. However, I am never going to tell somebody or give somebody crap about the videos they do. Unless you're just doing it to be a jerk. And then I'll do it to them, not to somebody else. There are people that I've gotten on their videos and was like, dude, you're doing this just to be an asshole. And usually it's like Star Wars videos. People that do that because that really bugs me or whatever. But I'm like, this is just, you're being stupid and you're being an ass on purpose and it's kind of fucked up. That's how I am. I'm like that. Hey, Andrew. Good to see you, bro. But another thing that really bugs me, I should have called this segment Grinding My Gears. Really grinds my gears. Is when I put up a list or something and somebody tells me that I'm wrong, or not so much wrong, but that why wasn't this on your list or why is that on your list? Because it's my fucking list. That's why. It's not your list. It's not your dog's list. It's not your bitch's list. It's my list. My fucking list. By the way, if you don't like the way I talk, then that is also an invitation to not watch my channel. I've said it before and I say it again. I got a very 1990s way of talking and I will not apologize for it. Training, that's and fun, we know. But it's just like, man, I had one guy the other day tell me something like, Yeah, I'm not watching your video, but here's a thumbs up anyways. I think you should have done this in your video. Well, then why are you even watching my shit? You don't have to watch it. Nobody's saying you have to. I haven't asked for you to watch it. I put my stuff out there, and if people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. I have some videos that have fucking 30 views. I have some videos that have thousands of views. It all works out in the end. I mean, I'm close to, I don't know how many views total I have right now, 200,000, something like that, which is really fucking good, seeing as how I've been only doing this for about 3 years. And you know what's funny too is I know how to make a video that will get me 1,000 views instantaneously. Fucking Joe showed that the other day. And for those of you that know which video I'm talking about, that's as easy as it is. Putting the right title or the right thumbnail gets you plenty of views. It's called clickbait. Yeah, I know how to do that with the best of them. I just don't do it. And if that's your game, fine. That's cool too. I don't care. That's up to you. Do what you want to do. You know? I want to put out content that I enjoy. I want to put out content that I hope is fun for other people. And I'm trying to do better with some of my content. I still feel like I haven't been putting as much effort into it as I should, but it has been extremely, extremely busy lately. I am really trying. Like right now, I'm coming home every day, but right now I'm driving an hour home every single day and driving an hour to work every single morning, which takes away from time that I have to do filming. You know, especially when there's other shit going on like Monday Night Football. Sorry, guys. I like football and I'm going to watch it. That's like my saving grace every year. I wait all year long for football season because it makes me happy. But you're going to get some good shit. I just put up a poll on the community page of what franchise I should review next. And depending on what you pick, I may do it solo or I may do it with Bill. There will hopefully be some skits on whichever franchise it happens to be, because I really want to get back into doing that more. I haven't done a lot of them lately, and it's a lot of fun, and I really like doing them. I also got to piss really bad right now. I'm in the market for a new couch. My couch is breaking. I'm in the market for a new couch. Like I said, random shit here. All of you that I consider friends, if you got me on Messenger, you got me on Twitter, you got me on email, whatever it happens to be, you can drop me a line when shit's fucked up with you. If I don't see it right away, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I haven't had a chance to look. Okay, I'm like, lately, especially the last week or so, and now this whole next week, I'm going to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I really am. I was supposed to host the Slash Brothers last week, but I knew there was a really good chance I was going to be late. There's a good chance I might be late this week, but I'm still going to host this week. If we're a little bit late, it's my fault. It's because I'm trying to get home from work. But if we are a little bit late, it will just be a little bit, and we will be there. Okay, we'll be there, as always. Let's see. What else do we want to talk about tonight? The Connors Live. Hasn't been the same since Roseanne. I've watched some of the episodes. They are still incredibly well written. It's a good show. Love John Goodman. He's one of the biggest reasons that I always watched it. And he's one of my favorite actors. But it's very weird without Roseanne. It really is. You can feel it. It's just missing. Anyways, yes, you can be my friend, Trini, anytime. You got me on Instagram. Hit me up. You know, and Jason and I were, or not Jason, Papa and I were talking about this the other day. If I call you homie, or I call you bud, or I call you whatever, you know, even if I call you bro, because I use the word bro a lot. Bro and brother are two different things to me. Bro is common euphemism. Bro is a common thing I say. But if I call you friend or I call you brother, that is like sacred fucking bond to me. I've said this before. Andrew, you're my brother. Jen, you're my sister. I love you. You know, a lot of people here, you guys are all awesome. I love you to death, and we're getting to be friends, or we're getting to be, good buds. And that's, but when I say like friend or brother, that's like inner circle shit. Like, people that I think are ride or die. And lately, I've had two, I'm not going to say who again. I've had two people that said they were my brothers and said they were my ride or die, and they weren't, and they fucked it up, fucked it off, and now I'm civil, but I really have no interest in them anymore. And I know one of these days something's going to happen, and they're going to realize the error, and they're going to come back. And at that time, I don't know how I'm going to act. Honestly, I really don't. Can you guys give me like 5 seconds? No, it's going to be more than 5 seconds. Give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I should have done this before I went. I should have done this before I started, anyways. I guess. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. See, I just violated one of my own little rules. When you sit down and do a live stream by yourself, now things do happen, of course, but you should be prepared. I should have went to the restroom right before I did this, but something was on my mind, and I really wanted to get it out there. Thank you, Jen. Both Jens, by the way, I meant both Jens. Love you both. Um, Something was on my mind, and I wanted to get it out, and I ignored what my body was telling me to do, and I just started, and I shouldn't have. I also should have grabbed a water. When you're going to be talking a lot on a live stream, get a water because your throat gets dry. Especially at this time of year with all the allergies and shit. Oh, let's see. Okay. I'm excited for Halloween Kills. I can't fucking wait. I have watched the trailers. I enjoy trailers. As long as they don't show too much. And at first I thought the Halloween Kills trailer may have shown too much, but now from what I hear, there's going to be supposedly a shit ton of kills, and so it didn't really mess it up too much. Yes, on September 25th, my rescheduled interview with Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5 is coming. She is the main lead actress, aside from Robert Englund, lead actor from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5. And that is coming, and I'm favorite in that franchise. Um, I went and saw Candyman. I really enjoyed it. It did have a message to it that was a little heavy handed, but it wasn't away from the enjoyment. And I don't think they were really saying that a little too much. But other than that, I mean, some people flat out said it's totally anti-white racist. I don't know if I'd go that far. It's the message is there, but there's a really good movie there too. I really enjoyed the movie a lot. I think it could have been a little more subtle, like they did with the original film, but that's just me. I need to see Don't Breathe too. I really enjoyed the first one. Let's see. Oh, anybody in the United States area, if you go to any of your Walmarts and you find the Halloween 2018 DVD with the glow in the dark orange slipcase, I'm looking for one. Mine is completely sold out. If you buy it, I will PayPal you the money if you send it to me. Just saying. Speaking of money, it's not money that has got me not sending them out yet. I have yet to send out the prizes for my contest. The reasoning why is because, as I said, I've been working in Albuquerque, which is farther away. The office I go to is farther away. For me, it's like an hour trip back and forth, or it's an hour trip there, an hour trip back. And by the time I get out of work, it's already after 6. I go into work at 8:30. Post offices here aren't open yet, and I have not been able to get to the post office to mail out the packages. I will try this Saturday to get some of them mailed out, at least 2 or 3, or all of them, or something. I will try to get them mailed out this Saturday. I was going to do it this past Saturday, and then at the last minute, I found out I had to work, and we worked from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, which is when the local post office is open. No, I haven't got a new job. I'm with the same company. They just keep sending me different places again like they did last year. And it's because we're shorthanded. I was supposed to be back in my office this week, but the supervisor, my boss, who was going to come and take over for me this week at this other office, is down with COVID. So that didn't work out. Now I'm stuck at this office for the rest of the week at least. So, and then I found out at the last minute I had to work at my office on Saturday. So I didn't get a chance to go to the post office again. As soon as I get a chance to get to the post office, the packages will be sent. 4 packages going out to 4 winners. Haven't had a chance to get them out yet. I'm sorry, they are coming. I will be posting a big unboxing from Jason. He sent me a giant fucking box of movies and stuff. I will be posting that probably tomorrow morning, maybe early, maybe around noonish. I want to kind of give my multi-pack mania a little more chance to get some views, because once you throw up, I don't know if people notice this, but you really should try to give your, this is not me telling you what to do, this is a little advice from somebody who's been doing it. I've seen people throw up 2, 3, 4 videos in a day. If you really want those videos to get some views, give them some space in between, because people go off their notifications. And if they miss your notification because they're working or whatever, they may not notice your video for a while. Hence why sometimes some videos are slower to get reviews than others. My videos all get good reviews or good views sooner or later, but sometimes they're slower than others because people don't always, see them right away. But you'll put up your second video of the day and then they've totally forgotten about your first one and they'll just watch the second one. So I'm trying to give them a little bit of room to breathe. That's just my opinion. You don't have to, do it. A good example, and this is a good example, is Bill and I put up our review of Sleepwalkers, which was an awesome fucking review. We had a lot of fun, and that's a really fun movie. Go and check that out if you haven't watched it yet. But that very day, the Halloween Kills trailer dropped, and I was so excited. I wanted to do a reaction. I don't do a lot of trailer reactions. The movie has to be special for me to do a trailer reaction, or I have to be asked to do it by the filmmaker. Speaking of which, I've got something else coming up I'm going to tell you guys about here in a minute. We put up our video of the Halloween Kills trailer reaction. Instantaneously, within 10 minutes, that fucking video had over 100 views. And my first video, which is a really good video, got completely forgot about. The Sleepwalkers review got completely forgot about by everybody. Now, a few months later, it's up a little bit, but it still got completely forgot about at the time. And that's just kind of how it goes. So that's just a word of advice. You know what I'm saying? I got to get to a lot of people's videos. I'm trying. Sunday, last night, I was in so much pain last night, like a lot of fucking pain. I went to my room and I took my computer and I just laid there trying to let things relax. I took some pills and I just sat there and I watched video after video after video after video of different people's that I'm trying to get caught up with. I can't physically watch every single video all the time. I really do try, guys. I really do. I'm trying. If I miss a video, I missed one of Papa's videos where he talked about me, where he was sending me the package he sent me. I didn't even know. And I'm sorry, I went back and I watched it finally. And, I get behind and sometimes it's hard to catch up. Honestly, sometimes I just go to the latest video and I start from there because I can't possibly watch them all again. I really am trying, though, just so you know. Don't think I'm not watching or I'm not supporting, because I am. Something cool coming out. I said that I don't do trailer reactions unless it's something I really want to do or unless a filmmaker reaches out to me and asks me to do it, which has happened a couple times. I had a filmmaker reach out to me and ask me to review their film prior to it coming out. Now, the film comes out this week, and I'm not sure if my review is going to be out before the release date. But I will be reviewing Carousel 2. For those of you that seen my Wild Eye review of Carousel 1, you'll know how big of a blast that movie is. Low budget horror comedy, so much fun, just a fucking blast. And I cannot wait for Carousel 2. I already have the link for it. I'm going to be watching it on either tomorrow, Wednesday evening, or Thursday, and I will have the review up on Friday. Okay? At least that's the plan. That is the plan. I've been told that Carousel 2 is not coming out on Wild Eye, which kind of sucks because I really was hoping to get a Wild Eye version of it, but oh well. It is up for pre-order right now, so go and check out the pre-order, and and then check out my review when it comes out on Friday of Carousel 2, which comes out sometime this week. Excuse me one second. Sorry, little allergies there. Oh, okay, let's see. All right, it's 11:41. I need to go to bed here in like 20 minutes. And the reason why is because, like I said, I have to get up extra early just to go for this other place. And tomorrow, I have to train their new manager and for the rest of the week. But at least I'll have some help in the office. That's good. Because this office is extremely fucking busy all the fucking time. And I haven't been able to, get hardly anything done, I feel. Just playing catch up all the time, not just with my videos, but at work too, We do need a new He-Man movie. It just depends, man. During the lockdown, everything was getting great views when people were locked down. Sundays are okay. I noticed that if you download Fixes when people are getting off work, it's decent times. I like to upload things around midnight. That's kind of a tradition of mine. I like to upload things around midnight so they're up for the next. I'm not going yet, Jen. I'm not going yet. So that they get that night. I don't really count the nighttime views. I mean, I count them as views, of course, but like sometimes it's surprising though. It just depends on the video. The one that's really surprised me right now is our Dead Girl video, and I wonder if it's because I put zombie sex tape on the. Okay, it said that my chat's disconnected. That's funny. What the fuck was I talking about? I don't remember what it was I was talking about. But yeah, oh yeah, I remember now. Uh, Dead Girl surprised me. I put it up at midnight. It had already had like 40 views, and I was like, oh shit. Oh, did I? Well, sorry, my bad. No, it's just called Dead Girl, and it's supposed to be on the list of the top 15 most disturbing films of all time. And personally, I don't see why, but that's just me. Go watch the video, you'll see what I mean. But within a day, it had 100 views, and now it's at like 150 or 160. And it's just growing and growing, and not as fast as some other videos do, but still, that's pretty cool. I think it's funny when some videos hit and some videos don't. If I put up a top 10, bam, instant 100 views, instant, practically. Certain videos do real well, some don't. As far as the multi-pack medias go, I'm sorry, the multi-pack manias, I don't put the movie that I'm doing in the title. I've started putting hints in the title. Like I think the hint on this week's was uh it's time for the moon to be full or something like that, meaning that I was reviewing a full moon releasing movie. And I just and then like in my Twitters or my promotion I put it's a murder. Well, that's because murder's in the title of the video, or in the title of the movie. I like to do it that way because the whole point of multi-pack mania is to review things that you never would have reviewed normally, or to review new stuff, and to review things that you didn't plan on reviewing. So it's a surprise to you. When I pick my video, it's a surprise to me, the movie that I'm going to get to review. Yes, I pick the pack, but I don't pick the movie. I either roll a dice or I use whatever way I happen to use, like embarrassing the shit out of my wife, to pick the video. Um, it's a surprise to me, and I want it to be a surprise to you guys. That's why I don't put the title in the video. I put up Multi-Pack Mania episode 8, and then I put a little hint. And for Dead Girl, I put, hey James. For Dead Girl, I put I put movie or zombie sex tape question mark. And maybe that's why it's gotten a lot of views. I don't know. But good review, movie. Go watch the review. You'll see what I think. Everybody say hello to James. He is one of the members of Body Bags. He's an awesome dude. We don't get to talk very much anymore, but he's really cool. He lives over in like the Netherlands or something. So, yeah, that's why we don't get to talk very much. Papa, what up, homie? I was talking about you earlier. Kinda. All good, of course. All good. Um, yeah, so, you know, I guess, like I said before, just to recap, when doing live streams, especially with multiple people, read the fucking room. Don't bring up shit that's going to bug your fucking guests on your stream. Okay? Don't do it. I'm sure you did catch it there, Jen. I'm sure you caught it real good. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's bad. I'm such a bad, bad boy. Well, like I said, my daughter caught COVID, but she's fine, and none of the other rest of the family has caught it yet, as far as we know. I don't have to quarantine because I'm vaccinated, so I still get to go to work every day. Would have been nice to have a little vacation, but oh well. My couch broke that I'm sitting on. The recliner part busted, so I need to get a new one of those. It was weird too because I was just sitting here and I put the recliner out. I pulled the button, put the recliner out, and it pulled out, and it just went clunk. I was like, oh well. Yeah, James. She's already much better, dude. She had symptoms for like 3 days, and then she was fine. I almost wonder if she got a false positive because I think it really felt like she just had some allergies or maybe a small flu or cold. She had a fever for like 2 days and congestion and a cough for like 3 days, and that was it. Like 3 total days of sickness, and she was done. We're still having her mask up until she goes to see the doctor again, even here in the house if she's around the other people. And everybody else is wearing masks, with the exception of me. I'm just not concerned about getting it. I haven't been wearing mine, but I have been having her stay 6 feet back, which has really been hard, really hard because, well, maybe not 6 feet. I have her come up to me all the time to feel her forehead, and I'm her dad. I have to do that kind of shit. But it has been rough because we haven't been given no hugs, no kisses, and it's really, really been rough and hard to do because I want to hold my daughter. But she goes to the doctor tomorrow, see what happens, Yeah, I've got all my shots already. And everybody thinks, by the way, people think that just because you get the vaccine means you can't get COVID. That's not true. There's no guarantee you don't get COVID, just like the flu shot is no guarantee, If you get it, it's supposed to help you with the symptoms. And it also is supposed to help you keep from getting it, but there's no guarantee you won't get it. So I support the vaccine, but if people don't want to get it or they do want to get it, that's completely up to them. I am not thrilled with this new mandatory thing that the president is doing for anybody company over 100. A lot of people are quitting their jobs. Our police forces are depleted right now because police officers are quitting in droves. For the city of Albuquerque, I just was watching on the news, there is now only 5 police officers for every 100,000 people in the city of Albuquerque. 5 police officers. There is, I think, 1 million people now in the city of Albuquerque. So that's what? That's 50 officers, maybe, APD officers. They're having to bring in state police and more sheriffs to, kind of help out, but that's not a good thing. I'm not, and I don't even like cops. I'm just saying, you need people on the job. You need people doing things, and these mandates aren't going to do that. They're just going to make more people either lose their jobs or quit their jobs. Just my opinion on it, though. What do I know? It also makes me sick when I see celebrities and people say things like anybody that doesn't have the vaccine should be shot. What happened to people's choice? What happened to my body, my choice? People shout that shit all the time for abortions, but for a vaccine, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's not your choice now because you don't want to get a vaccine, but it's your choice to kill a baby. I'm pro-choice on that too, I guess. Actually, technically, I guess you could say I'm pro-life because I don't believe in abortion. But I also support people's rights to do what is their choice under American Constitution, American law. When you're in the military, you take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And that's always meant something to me. And the Constitution, especially those first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights, is very important to me. It always has been. It is the backbone of what this country is made of. That is why, yes, I will not kneel in protest to my flag because I love that fucking flag. I love what it represents, and I love what it stands for. And I support and respect the people that have fought and died for that flag, including my father. No, he didn't die, but he fought to support that flag. But I fully support people's right to do so. It is your right as an American citizen to kneel in protest. It is your right to sit in protest. It is your right to burn that flag in protest. And even my father, who is a combat veteran, will tell you that is exactly 100% true. Does he like it when people do it? No, he does not. But he fought for their right to do so, and he will support their right to do so. Just because you don't have to agree with a cause to support it legally, and you don't have to hourly support it. I'm not saying, yes, go do this, go do that. No, I'm saying you have that right. That's your right. I'm not going to tell you can't do it. Do what you want to do. That's your problem. That's your right. I'm not your judge. I'm not your jury. I'm not your executioner. I am nothing. I'm just another asshole sitting over here. There you go, Papa. There you go. What really kills me, though, about all these things, all these protests and stuff, and especially the Me Too movement, this one really bugs me. I think the Me Too movement is the dumbest thing ever. And I know I'm not catch shit for that, but this is why. The Me Too movement has become so public, and all these flag protests and stuff like that became so public. I haven't seen a lot of them lately, honestly. A lot of people have been standing now for the flag now that Trump's out of office, which is also ridiculous in my opinion. I don't see. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that can of worms. The reason why I don't like these kind of things is because the cause becomes more about the attention getting for the person doing it, and it takes away from the people that really have an issue. Like, there are so many of these people that have used the Me Too movement to get rich, to get payoffs from celebrities, to falsely accuse people just out of spite. And yes, it has happened. If you think it hasn't, you're naive. But it's become more about that and the poor people that really did get hurt or violated. They're really not being heard. How many people do you know of or heard about that aren't going after a celebrity? How about the poor girl that works at the office next door who may have been raped, and nobody's listening to her because the person that did it ain't no freaking rich ass motherfucker. See what I'm saying? It's just people get lost in the shuffle of all these so-called big causes. I saw it today. Somebody, it was funny too because I saw it on. It was some celebrity. I don't know who it was at some award show. Was wearing this like big, beautiful dress, and it looked like it was spray painted on. Said "Tax the Rich," but it was a designer gown. It was designed to be that way. This gown probably cost thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars from some top of the line designer who they may not even own the gown. They could just be borrowing it, wearing it to push the designer. That's how that shit happens. You know, a lot of those bling chains that a lot of rappers wear, you know, a lot of them don't actually own them. Those belong to jewelers and they make them for them, but they only allow them to wear them in public appearances. Then they take them back and put them in a safe. That's actually, I don't know if a lot of people know that, but that's how that shit happens. Hollywood's so fucking bullshit, isn't it? But anyways, here's this celebrity saying tax the rich while wearing a potentially $1 million gown. If that's not the fucking blind leading the blind, you know, you may have not been rich all your life. You may come up from shit, but now you're one of the rich. And I don't want to hear about how you're being held down and oppressed, because you're not. You're not. I don't care if you're blue, black, white, green, or Chinese, or yellow or purple. If you got money and you living like a motherfucker, you ain't being oppressed. Sorry, but you're not. Anyways. Yeah. Another one of my pet peeves. I'm being oppressed, motherfucker. I'm being oppressed. I'm down here working for fucking slave wages. I got cops looking at me sideways because of a sticker on my car. People chasing me down and shit. No, I'm not being fucking oppressed. Nobody in this country knows what it's like to be oppressed. Nobody that didn't immigrate here from a country where it was actually happening. Americans have no clue of the shit they actually speak of. Go to China. You want to know about oppression right now? Go to China. Try protesting something in China. See what happens to your ass. You're not going to get pepper sprayed. You're not going to get held down by a cop with a shield. No, your ass is going to get some bullets through your fucking head. That's oppression. Anyways, let's see. What else can we talk about in the next 2 minutes? I don't know. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I should get out of here. I need to go to bed. I don't really want to. Now that I'm talking, now that I started talking, I want to keep talking, but I really should. Like I said, this stream was probably going to be no more than an hour. All right, Papa. We'll talk about that later. Point that I'm trying to make is that people in America don't know what true oppression is. Maybe 300-400 years ago they did, but not now. No. You get to walk your ass down the street and order a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to, not you, I'm saying Americans, people, we get to go out there and voice our opinions and be in protest lines and all that kind of shit. And, oh, Tim, that's a whole other can of worms, dude. I'll tell you why. Because some local cops got together and said, hey, if we could, this is exactly why. I'll tell you exactly what it was. A bunch of small town police forces. The thing is, if you're a police force and you can show that you have a gang problem in your city, you will get extra funding from the federal government to fight that gang problem. So, some police forces, actually it was like one police force, arrested 4 or 5 kids, and these were kids. I literally mean kids. Dumbass kids that when they got arrested, they were like, yeah, I'm a juggalo. That's my gang. I'm a juggalo. Dumbass kids. Like 3-4 kids. I don't remember how many it was. I read the article. I remember reading it. Straight up. That's the art. That's what it is. Okay. That So they were like, okay, you're a juggalo. Bam, that's the gang. They sent it off to the federal fucking whatever. Oh, we got this gang. They call themselves the Juggalo. Here you go. Bam, here's you some money. A police force in another town heard about it. Oh, hey, we got those guys here too. Bam, here's you some money. A police force in another town heard about it. Bam, here's you some money. And on it grew until bam, we're on the FBI fucking list. Juggalos are not a gang. Juggalo is, oh my God, it's so fucking stupid. Anybody ever out here ever heard of the maggots? I know there's some metalheads in there in our chat here. You know who the maggots are? Fans of fucking Slipknot? Or how about the Kiss Army? Or what was it? Deadheads. And the band Fish, they had a thing too. Even Jimmy Buffett's got his parrot heads. Not every musician, but a lot of musicians have names for their fans. I think Lady Gaga calls hers the Monsters or Little Monsters or something like that. That's all it was. It was a name given to the fans. And it's actually a name, I think, kind of by the fans. Violent J in an album a long time ago called himself the Juggler. And it kind of just morphed into this thing called Juggalo. And it's just a fandom. That's all it is. There's people of every ilk. There's people like myself, college educated. Yes, and here's something else that's a kicker, and I've said this before. I'm in a gang. I mean, I'm not actively involved. I kind of got away from that life. But I've been in a gang since I was 14. And no, it's not a Juggalo gang. You know? It's not. And it was a violent gang. A lot of bad shit happened, which is why I'm no longer part of it. Why I changed my life and I got the fuck out of there. And, you know, there's reasons why I grew the fuck up. You can look up my name in the New Mexico gang registry. I'm in there, you know, even 20 years ago. I'm in that motherfucker, believe it or not. The point is that, yes, there are people that are juggalos that are gang members. There have been juggalo cliques that have formed. But to say that every single juggalo is a gang member is just obtuse. That's like saying that everybody that drives a Harley is a Hell's Angel. Or everybody that I don't know, I'm coming up with a blank right now. What else to compare it to? You know, it's just ridiculous though. There are cops that are juggalos. There are probation officers. There are doctors. There are lawyers. I know a doctor with a juggalo tattoo. He's a juggalo. You know, my dentist likes ICP. You know, I mean, it's just fucking music, for God's sake. Just because some dumbass somewhere said something. You know, yeah, it's bullshit, man. Anyways, that's my random stream for the night, guys. I am going to jet now. I enjoyed talking to y'all. Do me a favor, and I'm not talking to anybody in particular. I'm talking to a few people. Nobody that's actually in this chat right now, though. Think about what I said about reading the room when you're on a stream. Read the room. Things can go both ways. If you're in the chat, have respect for what the people on the stream are saying. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. If you are on the stream and you are doing a thing with group, read the room. Don't go out of your way to piss off your audience. There is a difference between saying something and just saying it to be a dickhead. Okay? But even more than that, don't go out of your way to hurt or piss off the people that you're on the stream with. Read the room. Even if you do it unintentionally, it still bothers them. Read the room. That's all I'm saying. All right, everybody, go and check out my multi-pack mania video that's up now. You will like it, I promise. I will have Jason's video up tomorrow of the huge giant box he sent me. And then Wild Eye Wednesday on Wednesday. And on Friday, I will have my exclusive review of Carousel 2. Not like I'm the only one doing it, but I'm one of the few. They reached out to me. I'm doing it for them prior to it coming out. Hopefully that happens. Peace out, y'all. Love you all. Much love. Andrew, James, it was so good to talk to you guys. Love y'all. Love you, James. Love you, Andrew. You're my bro for life. Good night, Jen. Love you too. Hobbs, love you. Papa, love you. Everybody else is up in this motherfucker. I love you. Peace.